we've started this podcast called Behavior Gap Radio, and I think I recorded episode 460 yesterday. It's daily, every day but Sunday. And I said, this was partially a conversation I had with Seth Godin where he was like, Carl, why are you not writing a daily blog? It's like, well, I don't like to write. He said, well, you sure like to talk. So why don't you just talk? And I was like, oh, that's a smart idea. But Seth claims, I believe him because I don't think he's missed a day for 20 years, that he would write that daily blog even if no one else read it. And if you saw, I found it once. Somebody put together the subscriber curve. And it was like, I mean, it was honestly, like flatline. And now it's the most read personal website in the world. But it was a long time of his mom and his sister, metaphorically. And so I think part of the problem for me is there's always somebody willing to sell me something that feels like I can get here faster. And there are things, like we've talked about a bunch of things already that will certainly make that faster. There are things that we can do that are smart. There's some SEO work that we can do in here, but I really don't know. And I feel like it's even getting harder of ways to skip this process. I don't know, like in the old days, you used to be able to market to everyone. Some of you won't even remember this, but there was a time when there was 3 channels on the television. Like everyone existed at one point. Now everyone doesn't exist. Like it doesn't exist. We're all in small little micro groups of relevant, individual concerns. And so I don't know any way to do this other than one-on-one. So I think you're right. The reason I think this doesn't happen is, one, Bill's point, content is scary. Like it is scary to figure out what to say. And I underestimate that fear because it hasn't been a problem for a little while, just because I've sort of trained that. Number 2, it's the same reason why almost no one invests $50 a month when they're 12. Because like, what's the point? That's not very exciting. There's no reason to do that. And you just don't see this. Greetings, Carl here. The clip you just watched was just a teeny little sneak peek of what went on at Volume 1 Camp, which was a 3-hour private workshop for the participants of our sold out project called Volume 1. If you would like to be sort of in the loop when we do another creative project like this one, just tell me where to send your invitation by clicking on the link below and entering your email address. Thanks, my friends.